Welcome to Top Amazing Fact. In fact, the fish being caught are the protagonists of our story today, tuna. Tuna are some of the most industriously evolved fish in the ocean. They have been swimming for 400 million years, finally breaking free from the delicious genetic lock. However, humans, with their intelligence, turned them back into a delicacy. It only took 30 years for tuna to go from being the most successfully evolved fish to the most unfortunate. Today, we are going to talk about their story. The fastest fish is commonly known as the sailfish, distinguished by its long, sharp bill. It has a top speed of 109 miles per hour. However, racing enthusiasts might say, "Sorry, sailfish. You've just been overtaken by a blue blur, and you probably couldn't even read its license plate." This blur is a 2-meter bluefin tuna that accelerated with 2 g-force, reaching an instantaneous speed of 130 miles per hour, overtaking the sailfish. The sailfish, with its 1.8 G engine capable of accelerating from 0 to 100 miles per hour in 1.5 seconds, 0.9 seconds faster than a Bugatti, was stunned. Before it could figure out what happened, another flash, this time yellow, surpassed it. This was another 2-meter yellowfin tuna, accelerating with a force of 3.27 G and reaching nearly 200 miles per hour. To put this in perspective, when a roller coaster passes its lowest point, its acceleration is about 1.5 G. An average person might faint from a 2 G impact. Tuna have the power to compete with racing cars, acting like underwater bullets that no one can catch. In an aquarium in Japan, someone captured footage of a tuna's perfect acceleration. It's so fast you might miss it if you blink. It's unknown whether the tuna family sued the aquarium afterward, as the glass had no crash protection. Tuna are schooling fish, highly sensitive to shocks. When stimulated, they accelerate wildly out of control. In this video, a tourist's camera flash likely startled the tuna, causing a tragic collision. Besides their perfect acceleration, scientists have discovered that tuna have evolved a hydraulic steering system in their bodies. This is the first time humans have identified such a system in a vertebrate. Why do boats appear to fly in some videos? Even large yachts seem to lift off the water. This is due to the hydrofoils fitted on them. Hydrofoils provide lift and lateral thrust when a boat travels fast, enabling sailboats to drift at right angles. This lateral thrust can even make sailboats go faster than the wind. The US military has utilized the hydrofoil principle to design extremely fast underwater reconnaissance aircraft. In conclusion, tuna are remarkable creatures with incredible speed and agility, making them the ultimate underwater fighters. Despite their evolutionary prowess, they have unfortunately become highly sought after, leading to their current plight. In 2017, scientists declared that the most perfect hydrofoil on the planet belongs to the tuna. Human underwater reconnaissance aircraft and cruise missiles have a lot to learn from these fish. Recently, the Chinese military released a video of a missile executing a right-angle drift. A maneuver that would be familiar to a tuna, thanks to its sophisticated hydraulic system. Tuna are the perfect underwater motors. They can grow up to 3 meters long and weigh half a ton, with common sizes reaching 1 meter long and 200 kilograms. They have a life expectancy of 20 to 50 years and are voracious carnivores, consuming meat equivalent to 18% of their body weight daily. For a 50 kilograms girl, this would be like eating 8 large roast chickens every day. To sustain such power, tuna have evolved gills and scales for efficient oxygen intake. Like sharks, they must swim constantly to breathe, as stopping would result in suffocation. A tuna swims 150 kilometers daily, circling the Earth 1.4 times a year, or 42 times in a lifetime. Remarkably, tuna are warm-blooded fish, maintaining a constant body temperature through fast blood circulation, which provides more power to their entire system. They are the only warm-blooded bony fish, having evolved over 400 million years with hemoglobin, myoglobin, strong muscle fibers, and perfect fat tissue. Despite their perfect adaptation, tuna are highly perishable. Ancient people who caught tuna had to consume it immediately as sashimi on board, as it would quickly spoil and become inedible upon reaching shore. Its size also meant it couldn't be consumed in 1 or 2 meals. Tuna have a camouflage system, with dorsal fins that reflect yellow, blue, or black light, and bellies that reflect white light, making them blend with natural light to avoid predators. Historically, tuna's perishable, fast-moving, and hard-to-spot characteristics prevented it from being widely sought after. Over 3,000 years ago, Mediterranean sailors considered catching tuna an exciting game, using labyrinths of nets to trap migrating tuna. They would cut and eat the fleshy belly immediately, as it was the most delicious and least prone to spoilage. This tradition has persisted into modern times. With the advent of the modern fishing industry, large ships and industrial fishing methods were developed. Initially, tuna wasn't highly valued, often being used for cat food due to its size and perishability. In 1959, Boston's official records show that ships carrying large bluefin tuna had to pay $20 million to dispose of them at the town dump because of the stench they would produce after a few days. Even in Japan, where sashimi is beloved, tuna was once referred to disparagingly, meaning even cats wouldn't touch it. Japanese nobility preferred freshwater sashimi, considering it more elegant. It wasn't until sea fishing became popular in the 1930s that coastal people in North America began to value the powerful bluefin tuna. They compared equipment and used powerful reels and fish tanks to conquer these formidable fish. Today, the story of tuna is a reminder of how human ingenuity can both admire and exploit the natural world's marvels. From their remarkable speed and power to their unfortunate fate as a once unappreciated resource, tuna remain a testament to the complexities of evolution and human industry. In 1937, the first international tuna fishing competition was organized. Each year, 50 to 70 large bluefin tuna were caught, averaging 190 kilograms each. After the competitors took photos with their impressive catches, they would often throw the fish back into the sea. The highest record was set by sea angler Ken Fraser, who caught a 4-meter-long, 678-kilogram bluefin tuna in 1979. However, 34 years later, in 2013, a 222-kilogram bluefin tuna was sold in Japan for an astounding $3.1 million. What happened during those 34 years? Let's explore. In 1972, a young man named Akira Okazaki, a manager at Japan Air Cargo, strolled through a labyrinth of fish stalls seeking inspiration. Japanese airlines frequently brought back American goods like TVs and refrigerators, but they weren't selling well. Okazaki needed something that would sell at a high price in Japan. He thought of caviar, snapper, and urchin, but they were cheap in North America. Then he overheard a mother telling a fishmonger, "Eat red meat, white meat is not good. Beef is better than fish. People in Europe and America always eat beef." This gave Okazaki the idea. Tuna. Tuna swim around the globe, resulting in tight, fresh red meat. Post-war Japan adored everything European and American, and beef was a prized, aristocratic ingredient. If he marketed tuna as North American sea beef, the Japanese, who could now afford luxuries, would buy it. Moreover, Japan Airlines had recently equipped its planes with large cold chains, ensuring preservation wasn't a problem. In North America, tuna were practically rubbish, costing $20 just to dispose of. It was a genius marketing plan. On August 14, 1972, at Tsukiji Market, 5 bluefin tuna from Canada sold for a whopping $40,000. Okazaki smiled. Soon, Japan Airlines equipped all its planes with cold chain systems, and fishing boats worldwide followed suit. Tuna fishing boats began processing the fish on board, transporting them in cold chains to sell in Japan, turning it into a lucrative business. Initially, fishing tuna one by one with a rod ensured the freshest quality, as net-caught tuna would suffocate, causing their flesh to degrade. Fortunately, in a school of tuna, their habit of rushing for food made them easy to hook quickly. The southern bluefin tuna, with a bright blue glow under its tail, was the most prized for its sashimi. However, by 2017, scientists warned that this species was fewer than wild pandas and expected to become extinct by 2022. The second best is the Atlantic bluefin tuna, known for the blue glow on its dorsal fin and cheeks, mainly found in the Atlantic Ocean. This was the species Okazaki first introduced to Japan, once so plentiful that it was considered garbage in North America. By 2017, it too had become endangered. The Pacific bluefin tuna, divided into East Pacific, Japanese golden tuna and West Pacific American golden tuna, is next in line. The Japanese favor the East Pacific variety, known for its tasty fat, making it the king of all tuna fats. Lastly, there are second-grade tuna, which are more accessible if we work hard. In summary, the tuna's journey from an abundant, undervalued fish to a prized, endangered delicacy highlights the impact of human ingenuity and market forces on natural resources. Number 1. The yellowfin tuna. With fins that glow yellow, the yellowfin tuna is widely distributed across the globe. Its flesh has a yellowish-pink hue and a refreshing taste, making it ideal for summer sashimi. In an ironic twist, a Japanese mogul who buys $3 million worth of tuna annually once suggested Somali pirates put down their guns and pick up fishing rods, given the value of yellowfin tuna from Somalia. This species is now critically endangered, comparable to the white rhino, yet hunting it is not illegal. Number 2, the big-eye tuna. Distinguished by its large eyes, the big-eye tuna is a threatened species. Its meat, light in flavor with less fat, is tough like beef. During autumn and winter, it's perfect for hot pots, with tuna head and grilled fish chin being the highlights. Number 3, the albacore tuna. Identified by its long pelvic fins, the albacore tuna is nearly threatened. It's smaller, about a meter long, unlike its larger counterparts, which exceed 2 meters. Its flesh is pink-white, rich in fat but not greasy, making it the authentic white tuna. If you've ever felt unwell after eating white tuna at a sushi restaurant, it's worth noting that it might not have been albacore. Number 4, the longtail tuna. Named for its long waist and tail, the longtail tuna usually measures below 0.7 meters. Abundant in the South China Sea, its population in the wild is unknown but presumed to be substantial. This tuna, often served at sushi restaurants, has very light-colored meat with a subtle taste, best enjoyed with sauce and mustard. The meat above the chin is especially good for stews. Number 5, the blackfin tuna. With a dorsal fin that glows black, the blackfin tuna is small, about half a meter long, mainly found in the Atlantic Ocean and Bermuda waters. It's non-threatened, though its meat is somewhat bitter and greasy, but its red color makes it popular in reputable sushi restaurants. Number 6, the bonito tuna. Although not a true tuna, bonito is widely distributed and abundant. 99% of canned tuna is actually bonito. The taste is well known, fishy with unelastic flesh. Many have probably encountered this white tuna at buffets, which is not tuna but oilfish, Heterolepidum mackerel. Oilfish is rich in indigestible wax esters, causing stomach cramps and potential health risks. It's banned in Japan and Western Europe, mainly used for industrial lubricants, but some vendors still sell it as high-priced cod or tuna. If Okazaki hadn't shipped tuna from North America, perhaps it wouldn't be endangered today. From the most successful fish to the most unfortunate, this might be the tuna's epitaph. However, they may still be evolving, swimming deeper into the ocean to find a safe haven. That's all for today's story. Thank you for listening. Lastly, Madam said, eat and broadcast while encouraging preservation. It seems that your mouth is more honest than your conscience.